Yo ho, yo ho! ARRSOME or Not ARRSOME 3. Number 9. As always, we start with Not ARRSOME. Number 9. Earth Girls Are Easy. It's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. You know why? Because it's not true. Earth Girls are hard. The one I met, I was standing in a spaceship doing nothing, minding me own business, and what happened? She pushed me out of the airlock and said, "Get away from her, you bitch!" Earth Girls are terrible. Number 8. Not ARRSOME. Restaurants. Can you imagine the invention of the first restaurant? There's a guy sitting there and going, "There's a perfectly usable plot of land right over there. You know what I'm going to do with it? Put a building." It was being farmed by cattle and farmers and their plants growing and food. But you know what happened? They decided to put a place where you could go get food there. You just leave your house and you get on your horse or your Benz Patent motor car and you go, "Where am I going to go today?" The restaurant. Why? Because you didn't want to make food yourself. Because you're lazy.
What will we do when our horse or motor car gets us there, my love?
There's a small book, and in it are the types of food we can order from this specific place. And there are also drinks.
There's drinks too? But we didn't even look at the drinks, we just looked at the food.
Yes, but we have to order drinks as well, otherwise the food won't come. The drinks have to come before the food.
Do they bring it to you as soon as you order it?
No, you have to wait hours! And that's why restaurants are terrible. 7. Not ARRSOME. Stop signs. I prefer traffic lights for this reason. You don't have to wait as long. You're waiting forever at stop signs. You sit there and then you have to do the awkward wave thingy, and then you don't know if the other person's gonna go even though you wave to them, and then if you go, you're like, "No, you can go first," and then you end up hitting them because you don't know who waved more or less. There's like no rules for it whatsoever. I prefer the stoptional stop signs. You know, the red hexagonal with the white outline that's also hexagonal. Those stop signs are stoptional.
Brown beard and ARRSOME and Not ARRSOME consolidated. Do not condone stoptional stoppage and non-stoptional stoppages and stoptional stop signs.
Number 6. Not ARRSOME. AIDS. Yep, terrible. Number 5. Not ARRSOME. Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, she's just letting that all that actressing go to her head. It's terrible. I mean, look at her. She's just... it's just going to her head. I'd love to give her a piece of me. A piece of my mind. No, I meant mind. Yeah, I would definitely not want to give her a big piece of my peg leg. Not at all. She's a terrible actress. She does not deserve a piece of my peg leg. Wink. Number 4. Not ARRSOME. Boaty McBoatface. He's an autonomous boat, and I saw him floating around, doing oceany things, saving the world, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pillage that. And as you know, I pillage everything naked and glittery. And so what I did is I jumped on the boat. And as soon as I jumped on the boat, I was surrounded by 3 robots. And one of them said, "Clothes, boots, motorcycle." And the other one said, "You have 10 seconds to comply." And the other one just kind of stood there and said, "Danger, Will Robinson, danger." So I ran away, because robots are not scared of glitter or nakedness. Number 3, not ARRSOME. Venus flytraps. Oh, I had one when I was a wee boy, and it got rid of pretty much everything in my house. Flies, gnats, ticks, stoats. It got rid of pretty much everything except pennies. And that's why Venus flytraps are not ARRSOME. They are not piggy banks. I killed my Venus flytrap with pennies. It made me a sad baby pirate. Number 2, not ARRSOME. People named Scott, except for Scott Pilgrim and Scott Bakula. And Ridley Scott. Adam Scott's terrible, though. American Horror Story. He was terrible. I think he got raped by a unicorn. I don't know how that show ended. Yeah, most Scots are terrible. Except for the ones that are awesome.
Don't get me started about Scots. Scots will be in the back of the truck smoking pot, drinking Jägermeister. They don't finish their job. They don't show up in time. They get arrested on the freaking freeway. They get arrested everywhere they freaking go. Scots are the freakingest things I've ever seen. Great Scott, man. What's going on here? Scots. I have not up to here with Scots. If I ever had another Scot in my life, I'd get him Scott out of it. That's what I think of Scott. Scott number 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scott!
Number 1, not ARRSOME. Overly salted pretzels that come with catsup or that weird icing stuff that kind of looks like semen. Yep, those are terrible. Now we're on to ARRSOME. The part of the show that makes everybody happy, and that's why we end with it. All 30 of my viewers. All 30 of them. Makes them all happy. That's why we don't end with not ARRSOME. Anyway, number 9, ARRSOME. ARRSOME. Google. Google is ARRSOME because in 1999 it was paired with Windows computers, and, you know, a judge tried to sue Google because it was paired with computers, forcing a monopoly with the PCs. And the judge was like, no, that's a monopoly. You can't pair your PC with Google. That's a monopoly. Yep. Google. ARRSOME. That's a Microsoft Internet Explorer chip. I don't think anybody will get it, but, you know, I tried. Number 8. Money. Grab that cash. Get your hands off of my stack. New car, 4-star. Think might buy me a football team. Nope. New car, 4-star daydream. Think I might buy me a football team. Fade out, play money. Number 6. The Star Trek theme song. You know. Man, John Williams is a genius. He wrote the Star Trek theme song. He wrote the Jaws theme song. Jaws. He is just so smart, and I'll show you. Echo, play Star Trek theme song.
Star Trek main theme by Michael Giacchino.
That's Star Trek. That's the Star Trek theme song. That's it. Echo doesn't lie. She just listens to you sleeping. Number 7. Vampires. All vampires are awesome. Oh wait, except for those rapey sparkly ones. Those vampires are not ARRSOME. Because of them, 50 Shades is a series that'll make your mom wetter than Seattle Summer. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. 50 Shades is Twilight fanfiction. Not ARRSOME. Number 5. ARRSOME. Ostriches. To me, they just look like giant dinosaurs. When I see an ostrich, I think, yeah, dinosaurs could have been a thing. They lay giant eggs. Some old ladies paint them and make them look pretty and call them Fabergé. Fabrage. Ostriches are ARRSOME. Number 4. Autocorrect and autofill. Not only does it make me think robots can read my mind, but because of autofill, I know when ships need rotors. My ship needs rotors, and thanks to my ship needing rotors, I have autofill. And I can also tell you that my ship's rotors will be to come to me on Tuesday and the Bangas.
That joke was brought to you by autocorrect/autofill, ducking up your pet cock attack since 2005.
Number 3. Toe beans. Everybody loves toe beans. Any and all toe beans. Look at all these toes. They are adorable. Any and all toe beans. Look at our toe beans, everybody! There they go! Number 2, ARRSOME. Confetti and glitter. You know why? Because what I do when I'm pillaging is I coat myself in it, and I'm all glittery, and then I jump on the opposing ship, and what happens then is the opposing ship's captain says, "Oh no, a glittery rapey vampire," and runs away, and then I get everything on their boat for free. And it's impossible to get off, so I can throw it at somebody to defend myself and blind them. Number 1, ARRSOME. Blue skies and bouncy spring. I just named 2 awesome things. That's like a twofer, or as I call it, killing 2 stones with 1 bird. Goodbye!